Right, these are the old timbers I cut off the top of the table. Let me zoom in and you'll see the state of them. These were the support timbers, not the actual tabletops. Now getting a bit more, you can really see the mess on that now. And these are the new ones. Been coated with oil once, I will do them again, they're nice and dry. Hello guys, right, as I said in the previous video with regard to staining or protecting the hexagonal table wood, now while that's drying I'm sorting out the bits to go on this. Now I've got the main shaft, got the other collar with the wheels on, because I realised that one doesn't have wheels on, which is on this bit, which for the other one was the top air vent piece, which I don't need for that. So we'll use this one, which will go on here upside down, but we need to cut these 4 lengths first. Now I don't know if you can see this, but at the end there's a hole drilled, and the same with the other one. Not the other one. Anyway, I thought there was. No, okay, there isn't. So what we've got to do is cut them exactly in half, and then drill 2 holes here, and obviously one up there now, which I didn't know about. Okay, so we can do that. And they will fit into this using this ring. This comes apart, and you feed them on there, then you try and get them all into that. It's fun, trust me. I did it with the other one. This one they're already on. Don't need holes in the ends of those, so that's not a problem. We've also got a cap. Now once it's all covered and together, you've got a collar here which unscrews, and that fits in the top of here. Problem is, it drops through. Now I'm not sure why. Did the cover go in there, then that wedges in and that just goes on top to secure it? I hope so, because I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And then the other thing is to get a piece of plastic and make a collar so it goes in tight. But that's the least of it for the moment. Right, I'm going to get these marked, cut down, and then we'll drill some holes in them. Right then, I've just realised this has got to go on here so we can actually judge the length of the rods we need. And this has also got to go on, even if it's not in place, just to give us a clue. Now, this is going to make things slightly difficult, but it can't be helped, because I think those 4 arms that I've got to cut, they are going to be too long, just cut in half. But we need to assemble part of this. I've got to screw this in place on the top so that we get at least, because this is a fixed point when it's on there. This one will slide up and down to allow the umbrella to go up and down. So what we've got to do, as I say, is get these on, screw this one in place, and then try and work out the appropriate length to get the right angle of parasol. Here we go. And the other thing I've spotted, when these are on, we'll substitute that one up there for this. When that is on there, hey presto, there's your collar. So this, which wants to go on top, will be a perfectly good fit. Shows you how long ago I took them apart, didn't even notice. So, here we go. one of these goes on somewhere. There we go, that'll do. Like that. Yeah, I ain't going to slide at the moment. Once cleaning out, there's a bit of rubbish in there. This is going to be the more awkward fitting. Well, as you can see, nothing is meant to be easy. Yeah, it's coming out again. There we go. Right, so the wheels are there. We've got to drill that. To go there. Okay, so the battery's just died. So what you missed is, on the collar here, I put 2 screws in. They were self-drilling screws. I've got one this side and one that side, nowhere near the wheels. So that's that done. Now what I've done while I was away from camera is I went and found the angle that these arms need to be. It's not 100% accurate, but I held it up and this came to 2.5. So what I've had to calculate is approximately, I've come 70 centimetres down with a view to connecting somewhere near here, because there'll be a bolt in there if we need to, and make the arms. Now, using the tape measure, I estimate, approximately including the fittings, we're going to be close on 80 centimetres. Right, judging by that, I would say go to 83. So I'm going to drill them, cut them at 83, which means I've got to do double the amount of cuts. Hey ho! And then we'll see how it goes. Right, we're measuring that to 83. I'll mark that. that's the two measurements done. Now we'll clamp these in place. Let's give them a cut. Not the cleanest of cuts, but that's the problem I've got nowadays. But we can clean it up, not a problem. This are a little bit worn out. I could do with a full size one, it will go through in one then. But hey, we're getting there. Right, I'll do the rest off camera and then come back to you. What we're going to do is we're going to do a test fit of the one bar that we've cut down. There's the ring on there. We're going to put this, doesn't matter where, as long as it fits in the hole in the right place, which is there. Put it so that it sits in there and that sits there. Right, that's in there. Is it in though? Probably not. Yes it is. Right, that one's in. That one's come out again. Right, we're intact. So let's put a couple of the... I've pulled out a wrong screw. Hang on. That one's right, I'm sure of it. I've pulled out a nut and bolt which goes through the other end here and holds it on the bracket. I'll be a minute. Here we go. So what we'll do, something's not right there, it is. We'll put one in there, stop it coming apart at that end. And we'll put this one right next to the fitting. No, we can't do that there. That's the other one with the hole. Okay, so it's got to go to that one. When I say it's the next one, it's the hole. That's where the cable goes up and down that you can pull on to raise and lower the cable on the rollers there. I don't know if you can see that. Just here we got a roller and there. So those two are just holes. Right, got that done. Let's go and see if we can put it on the rod. Okay, here goes. there is that one I've marked up. So what we want to do is get it level with that one there. Right, so that's on. We'll get it in the table so we can assess where it goes. Right, as you can see, I've shortened the arms and fit them back to their collars, and I've got them up there. I've got two temporarily. The nearest one is 65 centimetres from the centre post, the upright post, going to the top. It's got the single clamp on it. The one behind is at 70 centimetres from the upright central post. It's got the two clamps on it on the arm. I've decided to go with the 65 because it raises it just that little bit more, makes it more similar to the big Parasol frame that I showed you earlier. The angle's just about right. As you can see, the single clamps at the front, the doubles at the back. I'm going to go the single clamp position, which is 65, as I said. I'm going to do all that off camera. I don't think you need to see me drilling. Where are we? We've got 8 arms, 4 holes each arm. That's 32 holes with rivets. Yeah, you're not going to want to watch me do that. I'll get that done and I will reduce the height of it and then show you where we got to afterwards. Right, where we've got to is I've got all the tape there to hold this in position, and I've got this up with a nail in it, but it will have a bolt in it when the time comes because it will be a permanent fixture. Now, it's not very big, so what I've done is these bits here are off the top little umbrella which protects the top, which I'm not too worried about, and they're going to go in here about that far, just to give me a little bit of extra extension both sides. That's another 46 centimetres across, which will be a big help. Now I'll show you something that I've already done, which is the stand. Let me come round and show you that. And there you have it. Nice concrete stand with a plastic sleeve. Yes, it's got to be drilled and a bolt's got to be put in it. And the top, we were at Limassol Marina and we happened to see some parasols outside an ice cream parlour. And it's given me an idea that I can do the same to cover it rather than use fabric, which I think will last much longer. We'll get on with that at a later date. Right, now the other problem I've had is I've had to clear the land. Yet again. We didn't have much rain back in May, but the odd showers meant we had all different grass spears popping up and having to be cleared.